Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mbumi, it's your girl Lilo. I hope that I am visible at this point. I hope that I am visible. I am back again with another video. Guys, I hope you don't mind me eating. I just cut an apple in small pieces, so I'm trying to snack a bit and also drink some water, to hydrate. Guys, usually per day, I usually drink 1.5 liters of water, but using a cup, this makes it easier. If not, I usually use a bowl of water. Water helps me so much with a lot of things, my digestive system, and it also helps me with a clear skin as well. So I just keep hydrated, and it also helps with a whole lot of variety, if you try drinking water. It helps a lot. So in as much as I've cut an apple for myself and I wanted to eat a fruit, I'm one person who does not like eating whole fruits, fruits that are not sliced or easily sliced or easily cut, should I put it, or fruits that fruits that are not mixed as a mixed fruit bowl. That would be very easier for me to eat kind of eat the fruits. I don't like just eating one fruit and then, or eat them singular, perhaps maybe let me just say I'm eating a banana and then I'm grabbing an apple and then I'm gonna eat an orange afterwards. It's easier for me if I eat them in a bowl of something, just mix them up together, or if not, I just make a smoothie with them. That makes that easier for me to eat. So yeah. Usually the water that I drink, it's usually boiled water. I boil my water from the tap. If I'm drinking water from the tap, I usually boil them and then just leave them to cool off, and then I just sip on them. So without wasting any time, I hope that I am visible in the camera. I hope that I'm visible, So basically what we're going to be talking about today is relationships. I said that yesterday that we're going to be talking about relationships, anything that comes in mind basically. I don't like that, like I said, I don't want to be planning out anything out. I want my channel to be about authenticity. I want my channel to be as real as possible as it can, and I want, my viewers or whoever who's watching at home to feel like they're connecting with me and in they can relate to what I am saying. It's not research based, or it's something planned out, I am planning out an act or something like that. So I'm just gonna talk about anything that comes in mind, and I just want people to engage with me and share their thoughts. You never know what you can learn from another one, and through your comments, guys, it's going to help a lot if you just share your opinions, your thoughts on the comment section, so that whenever I upload a video, I would read out some of the comments that people shared and their thoughts, and then perhaps maybe we can further talk about them as well, or discuss them. So without wasting any time, I'm telling you, I don't like eating fruits. I don't like fruits. You know, once I'm a big YouTuber, like I am so big to an extent that I've got like 1 point something million subscribers, I'll be looking back at these videos and I'd be just, perhaps maybe even laughing at myself and asking myself, what the heck was I doing? So either way, that is the goal, and I pray to God that I will reach that. And I hope that I touch people's hearts, I touch people's, souls internally. I hope that I encourage someone out there to be their best selves. I hope I just make a difference at some point. So talking about relationships, getting down to business, I'm not also I'm not going to make what's this video clip so long that we discuss about relationships, and like it becomes like a long and exhausting topic that one usually would even want to sleep. So I'm just gonna touch base on there and there. I hope that I'm gonna be quick about it, and it's gonna be, interesting and short and, hitting somewhere. So basically, what I wanted to touch on is relationships this whole month of November. And also, guys, please let me know how many times do you feel like I should be like uploading like videos in a week. In a week, yes. We've got like 4 weeks left. So please let me know how many videos do you think I should upload in a week. Perhaps maybe 3 videos or 2 videos. Just let me know. So talking about relationships. Oh, I forgot to mention, please guys, if you're subscribing to my channel, please make sure that you are hitting the notification bell so that when you're subscribing, there is that little sign there that's gonna pop up that says hit. It's a notification bell. Basically, it's like a bell. So you just press that button that's like a bell that notifies you every time I post content, or every time I post some video, or I upload any video, so that you can catch up to any video that I upload, and you don't miss out. So again, please make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. That is going to help my channel grow. Don't forget to just subscribe. And when you're liking my video, you're also helping my video in some way. Please make sure that you're hitting the thumbs up like button as well, to make sure that you are supporting me, supporting this homegirl, which I wouldn't understand why you'd watch my video and not hit that like up button. I don't understand, like why are you hating? So talking about relationships, I just want to talk. What came to mind was basically people who are in relationships, people who are in love, 2 people who are in love. So what I wanted to know is that how does one make sure that a relationship is successful? How does one make a relationship successful? Okay, so I'm just gonna write something down so that I don't lose track of what I'm trying to say or talk about. So I'm gonna just say relationships. Okay. How do you make a relationship work? How do you make a relationship work between 2 people? What are the requirements for a successful relationship? I feel like when it comes to a successful relationship, I feel like the requirements that are needed for any successful relationship is merely the basics, which is which is love. If you don't have love, then you don't have a relationship. I feel like it's love, it's honesty, it's transparency. So I'm just gonna say it's love, honesty, and transparency, and as well as communication, and what's this, communication, love, honesty, transparency, communication. um what else, loyalty, and loyalty as well. So it's one, two, three, four, five. So I feel like for me, I'm just gonna say that the most foundation of them all is these five elements in any relationship. If you're trying to build a relationship, you should make sure that you are incorporating these five, important aspects, which is having love for your significant other, and just being honest and transparent, and make sure that you communicate and you are loyal. Okay, fine. Talking about love, what do I mean about love? Being in a relationship and you have to have love for one another. Having one love for one another is making sure that the love does not burn out, is making sure that the love flames do not like they do not blah, 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 they do not burn out. So you have to make sure that the love that you have for your person, it does not burn out. What do I mean by that? Okay, somebody maybe perhaps does not understand what does it mean to say the love does not burn out. You have to always make sure that in a love relationship, you're always trying to find out what your significant other's love language is. You have to, keep on teaching yourself. It's like being open to and teaching yourself about the other person. It's being open about, learning certain things about the other person. It's about adapting and also compromising and squeezing the differences that you both have together. That's the love I feel like is needed in a relationship. Because when you talk about love, you cannot just talk about being in a relationship and then you just say, I just love my person. I do have love for them. I did love them. But then you're saying that you loved your person, but then did you incorporate the full aspects of, what love is? Because a lot of people say that, oh, we ended up breaking up with this person because, you know, um, you know, we broke up because he did not, or she did not, reciprocate the love I was giving. What love were you giving? You cannot tell me about texting someone and calling them, and yes, that adds up to that. You cannot say, you've been like, having been intimate, and that is love. It just ends there. Love is very broad, and you have to be willing to open yourself up to the horizon, because you cannot just build a relationship based on just the love that you feel like. You have to be open to, opening yourself up to understanding how love is, and how will the other person receive the love. Because we are two different people being in a relationship, and it just takes a lot. You don't just, yes, there is the normal things that people do that are in love, which is part of love. But then again, if you ask yourself a question, if like, okay, fine, is this going to keep and sustain my relationship? So for me, when I talk about having love in a relationship, I talk about having that kind of love whereby you're learning somebody else's love language. You are, you're learning about each other's differences. You are taking each other for who you are, and you are trying to adjust to one another's differences and compromise and try to overlook, the imperfections that you both guys come in a relationship with. Because a lot of people they come in a relationship with an expectation that somebody else is supposed to know everything, and of which most of the time it's not usually the case. You have to, like, give yourself time. It's a process as well. You cannot say that, okay, fine, now I've got it. Or you cannot expect the other person to just say, oh, I said to him, I usually like to be bought flowers. I usually like, us reviewing progress in a relationship and sitting down and communicating. Yet again, maybe you find that your partner is not one person who is open to liking to talk too much and discuss and all that, or they're not really tapped into their emotional side, sensor side. So you have to kind of like see what works for the both of you and finding a common ground in doing so. So that is love. And when I talk about honesty as well, I talk about you opening up. The honesty, it's being honest about everything, because now once you start lying in a relationship, that's one of the major factors that destroy relationships, because now you feel like, oh my god, who have I been with who have I been with throughout the years or throughout the months? I don't know this person. Why didn't you tell me that this was going on? Why didn't you, open up that I wasn't making you happy in this aspect? Why didn't you tell me that, okay, fine, you know what, I did not like one, two, three, or how about we switch things up? The honesty is all about expressing yourself and being authentic about it, and also accommodating the other person, and trying by all means to not come off as offending, but as real and honest, and as respectful as it can be. Because now when you start lying in a relationship and not being honest, it builds up a room whereby now it's like it builds up a space where now there is a hole for your guys to not have trust amongst each other. So I feel like it's very best to be honest about a lot of things when it comes to relationships. You have to just be open and honest with each other, no matter how much you feel like it's so discomforting. Try to find ways to put it in a way that you feel like it's going to, it's going to be well received by the other person, because you cannot as well say that, oh, I want to be honest, I just want to tell my person that I like this other guy, or I like this other girl. I've been having a wandering eye because I want to be honest about it, because I wasn't happy in a relationship. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is that try to, spice up your approach in having to say, okay, fine, I feel like there has been a gap in the relationship, if that is the case. So how can we work out things whereby we come close together, and, it's either we spend time together, or we have, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to incorporate in your relationship, guys. So as well, if you want to ask some of the questions about honesty, and what do you feel like, how do you feel like you should, what's this, open up, please don't hesitate to also drop that on the comment section, to ask me, okay, fine, you know what, I have a relationship, so now I don't know how to open up to my person. When it comes to honesty, I really struggle, because there are certain things I feel like will come across as offending my person, or coming across as me being too needy and stuff. Like, there's so many barriers that can come in between any person's relationship, so you have to be very open-minded into looking forward to those kind of barriers, so that they don't become a limiting factor, and they don't also open up a doorway for mistrust. So that is love and honesty that I just talked about. And when I talked about transparency, when I talk about transparency, I mean that being in a relationship and being transparent, it means that you're open to allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're open to allowing yourself to be, at your lowest. If you're at that point, you're allowing yourself to, open up about your deepest fears, and you're transparent about a lot of things, and it's like showing that side of you that you don't usually show other people. Usually a lot of couples or a lot of people who are in relationships, the way I've observed it, it's that people are afraid of being transparent because they see it as being way too much. Oh my god, I cannot let this person in so much, so they'll take advantage of me. They'll know, my fears, and they will use them against me. Obviously, somebody who does not have the best interest at heart with you will obviously want to use any any vulnerability of yourself against you. And the best way to protect yourself through that is entering into a relationship being whole. What I mean about being whole is that either something works out or it does not work out. At the end of the day, you will still have yourself. You will still know that you gave your utmost best, and that's how far you could go. It's like, even if I would open up myself to saying that I'm open to letting this person in and telling them about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, if it happens that this person is still not going to receive certain things about myself very well, I'm still gonna be like, okay, if that person is going to tell me about my weaknesses at the end of the day, there's no finger of mine that's gonna chip off. There is no, I'm still whole, I'm still myself. So being open and transparent, it means that you allow yourself to, you know um open up and let that other person into your world. And that helps a lot in relationships because it kind of like brings you closer together. For people who are operating in an ego mentality and who are operating in a low vibrational vibe, they usually would see that as a weapon against each other, or as means of opening up too much. That means you should overlook your relationship, like overall, the overall relationship, you should overlook it, because now you cannot be questioning yourself when it comes to transparency in a relationship and say, okay, fine, I'm so scared to be transparent. Why are you scared? That means there is a lack of trust, there is a lack of a solid foundation, which is something you can either, it's not something that should also scare you, but it's something that you should sit down and try to see how can you build trust with your significant other, and just open up about it. That draws back to honesty, so you have to be honest as well about it, to say that, you know what, I feel like there is this level in our relationship that I feel like we are not we are like we I feel like there is a lack of trust. I feel like I cannot be safe with you if I open up myself to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And perhaps you can discuss that, and things work out. So going again back to what I mentioned, it was communication. So communication, um yes, communication is also very vital in a relationship as well. Communication is very vital, guys. Communicating is just me conversating with you. It's me opening myself up, even if I feel like, okay, fine, um there is certain things that I feel like, okay, maybe they might come across in a certain way that people don't take it this way. There's a lot of barriers in everything, in every relationship that you finding yourself into, be it a formal relationship at work, with your sister, with your family members, your friends. There's always going to be barriers that are going to kind of be a hindrance in you attaining something that is like going to be helpful for you, in that particular relationship. So when I talk about communication, I talk about not bottling things up, not being afraid to express yourself, your truest self, being afraid to express what you feel like, okay, fine, you what you feel like you just want to be open about. So communication, it just comes as simple as that. It's all about a person being able to just compensate without feeling like okay, fine, I think I'm talking too much, or I feel like I shouldn't be saying that because the other person is going to perceive me this kind of way. You know, when it comes to communication is very essential, because now in any relationship, if you're not communicating, you're not saying anything, you don't tell me, if like you don't ask me how is my day, you don't communicate about the progress of the relationship. Are you happy, are you not happy? You're withholding things. If I'm doing something wrong, you just let it slide because you're avoiding communicating about it, you're avoiding talking about it. That is not a good state for any relationship. If you're afraid to talk to your significant other about anything, that is a red flag on its own, and it shouldn't also put you on a shaky ground, or you have to be scared about what I just said. When I say a red flag, I feel like it's something that you can be capable to like fix. You can be capable to turn the red flag into a green flag. So it's all about working through that red flag, so communication is very essential. Communicating it is very essential. You cannot stay with somebody and not communicate. You cannot be at a distance with somebody and not communicate, because the minute there is silence, even if you had a fight, even if you had an argument, I feel like there is nothing that beats communication. Other things are very simple and clear only if people learned how to just communicate. So if you feel like I did not touch enough on communication, please let me know on the comment section as well. Um, what else? What is the last one? I said the last one is honesty, right? No, I said love, honesty, transparency, communication, and what else? What else was that? Loyalty. Oh, okay. It was loyalty. Yes. I said loyalty. So, when it comes to loyalty, you have to be loyal, guys. You have to make sure that you are loyal in the relationship. When I talk about loyalty, it's staying true to your words. It's showing up when you said you are going to show up, doing the things that you said you're going to do. If you said that you're going to be taking out the trash, please stick to that. If you forgot, please communicate and talk about that within your person. Loyalty is sticking and staying true to your words, your actions, and everything that you do. That is showing loyalty. And loyalty, it means that you are going to defend me, to your friends. You're going to defend me from your family members that are trying to speak ill of me. You're going to basically like be loyal to me. You're going to show that, you know what, I am down for this person, and I ain't gonna let like any external force try to, distort my loyalty. I'm not gonna let any third party within our relationship to kind of like destroy the loyalty that I have with my person. So basically, being loyal in a relationship, it's very vital, because now it lets the external world know where your relationship stands, and the definition of who are you when you're together with your person. The minute you don't become loyal to your person and you start speaking ill about your person to your sister, your brother, your mother, then you're opening up a doorway for a third person in the relationship. Now the third person knows what your relationship stands for, the definition of your relationship. So you have to be very careful with loyalty. Loyalty means that you are going to be able to resolve your issues together no matter what, and you're not going to let any external party get involved in your business, because people are always going to have opinions, and people are always going to reflect their own experiences into your relationship. So you should be making sure that yes, it's good to ask for an outside person if you want advice on someone, on some areas of your relationship. But I feel like when it comes to that, honestly speaking, if it was for me, what I've learned and what I am still learning is that I feel like it's very wise to go externally if you want help with your relationship. You go externally to what's this, to a professional, a therapist, a counselor. If you don't trust anyone, just I don't know if you have any church, go to church, because usually like you'd vent to your friends about your relationship. They're going to have their own inputs based on their experiences or how they personally feel like things should go, and it's either you're going to agree with that or you are going to not agree with that. Either way, so that is going to just open up like a whole lot of things, because now at the end of the day, once you make decisions based on the external people who have been inside of your relationship, once things go south and everything breaks off, now all those people are not going to be there for you to patch up what is lost. They are only going to encourage you to say that, oh, you did good, yeah, good riddance, she was a bad influence, she was, only to pull you off or pull you away from your person. And the next thing, you're hearing that your friends are getting married, you're hearing that your friends are building homes and families, and you're hearing that your friend got in a disagreement with or you find out that your friend got in a disagreement with his or her person, but they were willing to communicate it together, and you find that your friend didn't even come to you to even ask for any advice. They kind of like fixed everything together. So you have to make sure that you also become loyal in such an extent that your person is your person, not unless you are including like a therapist, a counselor, or someone that is just external, that is a professional. And I feel like it's just best that way, because even if I'm telling you, even if you can go to your family that is well trusted, your mother, and they have the best interest at heart, but I feel like at times it can be a very disadvantageous like situation whereby now they're going to overlook the person and not you, and they're not going to try to see with an open eye or an open mind. So let me know in the comment section if you related with all that I've said today on this video, and I hope that I just highlighted some of the things that I feel like maybe perhaps other people did not know about. Obviously, I'm not a professional myself, but I am talking from my personal experiences and just looking at other people's relationships. And yeah, so just let me know in the comment section your experience, or if you have any questions you want to ask based on a relationship, how to make a successful relationship, how do you go about having a successful relationship. That was just hitting part of the surface. It wasn't going in deep, that was not going in deep. I was just trying to tell people about just basic foundations of like having to have a successful relationship. So as I'm speaking to you guys, I myself, I'm not going to say that I'm perfect or everything is flourishing with everything is just going so smooth in the areas or in the department of love. But as I'm speaking with you guys, it is a learning curve for me. So I'm also learning as well as I'm speaking to you guys. Oh my god, why is my light flickering? So I am also learning as well as I'm speaking to you guys. So it's all about practice. It's all about being or having an open mind. So please do not forget to comment on the comment section. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up like button and you hit that notification bell. When you're hitting the notification bell, that is going to let me know that you want more videos and you're enjoying all the juicy topics from me and just my point of views. We just pick and grab anything that comes to mind and we just discuss and talk about it. So I love you, love and light. Adios. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Peace.